Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today I have a real pleasure to taste the Dalwhinnie 30 years of age here on my cask. This is a bottle from the special releases from 2019. So it's a little bit older, and I got a sample of that bottle, which came in a tasting set where all those special releases were in. And well, I did not have the time to taste more of them. I think I had one or two of them. But the Dalwhinnie 30 years of age is one of the, well, the prominent ones, the well-known ones, because the 15-year-old is so widely spread and affordable, so that this Dalwhinnie 30 years attracts a lot of people. But that one is unfortunately really expensive. It's a 568 euros here on the continent, and it might be somewhere around 500 to 700 euros, dollars, pounds somewhere else. And the bottle, or the sample I got, was accompanied by a leaflet where all those bottles were explained in. And to the Dalwhinnie 30 years, they tell appearance deep gold with copper lights, good beating. The nose, a mild nose overall with some light prickle. The top notes are vegetal and faintly smoky, as with a snuffed candle, almost suggesting a Halloween pumpkin lantern. The overall impression is savory with a light sweetness suggesting moorland heather pollen. Yeah, the heather is also in the Dalwhinnie 15. The base notes are of spicy fresh plant wood, which if a drop of water is added becomes light balsa wood. Much sweeter at first, after this, with a tangy, fruity note of pickled ginger. Body medium to full, palate at natural strength. No, it has a little bit too much for me. It's 54.7, so I will dilute it. Big, creamy, smooth, and mouth-filling in texture, with a richly sweet, waxy initial taste, and spicy with a touch of salt and appealing, gradually building peppery warmth that carries on into the finish. When slightly reduced, the taste remains the same when a good drop of water is added, becoming a sweet, smoothly balanced whole that is delicious to drink. Finish long and spicily warming, leaving the tongue tingling and a pleasant earthy aftertaste. A little water lengthens the finish and reduces the spiciness. So Dalwhinnie is one of the highest located distilleries in Scotland. So this is really a mountain distillery. The location, the elevation is around 1,000 feet, I think, slightly below. And we had that Dalwhinnie with the last live tasting we had here in front of the camera on YouTube. So I'm able to compare that today with the 15-year-old. I still remember from 2 weeks ago, I think, or 1.5 weeks ago. Yeah, and let us try them. Really happy to have that here. Thank you to the distributor, which sent me these samples free of charge, so that I can have a closer look at them. So, not very often I open so expensive bottles, so you know, I stay with the Scotch, the Scottish people. Yeah. Wow. So first is a big, big nose of vanilla. And after that there is the heather. I still remember from the Dalwhinnie 15. Sweet, vanilla, caramel, little floral note. I would never have thought that that whiskey is 30 years of age if I had it blind. Very smooth, very gentle in the nose. You even do not think of 54.7. No, not at all. You can smell for an hour on that. Really. Yeah. A little bit of water just to bring it down to 50. So here we go. Smell stays the same. Probably a little bit more floral, a little bit more vanilla, but that might come from the second nose I'm having right now. A little more juicy, probably a little bit of orange note coming through. Yeah. Yeah, and then it said a little bit of peat. No, not at all. I have no peat in that. So, cheers. Gentle, juicy, oily, lingering over my tongue. And then the aftertaste, yes, they said a little bit of ginger, but a little bit of ginger in the aftertaste building up on my tongue. That's not really sharp, but a little bit of spiciness coming through. Creamy, mouth-filling. And a little bit of earthiness. Yeah, mouth-filling, mouth-clearing. So this is not a whiskey to have another one afterwards. So the cask selection for this one is refilled hogsheads and refill butts, so refill sherry casks. And probably this little bit of ginger comes from those refill butts. Yeah. So this is really well balanced. It's not this overaged old whiskey you sometimes have after 30 years. No, this is well balanced from the first nose over the taste to the aftertaste. Really good. Just a little bit of water. So I'm down to 48, probably not below 46. And that's really a good strength for this one. You do not feel the alcohol at all. There's so much taste in this one. Yeah. So thank you for the distributor to hand over those samples to me. I really appreciate that. A really, really good one. Whenever you are a fan of Dalwhinnie and you're able to afford such an expensive bottle, do so. It's really worth the money. But there are very good Dalwhinnies for a good price on the market as well, as the distiller's edition of the Dalwhinnie, 15 years of age. But that one has really a different character because there's more sherry cask in it than in this one. This is really a refill, and a refill is always good if you have that whiskey for decades in it, in those casks, because otherwise the influence of the cask would have been too much. Yeah, so this is a good piece of work. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned.